Hello, I'm TheZOMBIEJ, and I just wasted 23 fucking minutes on another video that dragged on and got way too awkward. So I'm not going to post it. In fact, I just deleted it off of this camcorder, so it's gone! Oh, what a waste of time. So, let's do this video instead. We're gonna look at LEGO Lord of the Rings sets. My dad likes Lord of the Rings, and I watched the first three films with him. So, that was cool. I got to watch the Lord of the Rings 1, 2, and 3, based off of a classic fantasy tale. So, from Tolkien. So, yeah. So, the Fellowship of the Ring, the Two Towers, and Return of the King. And there's also a Hobbit trilogy, but I didn't bother watching that because at the time I didn't care. So, I mean, there's a fan supercut of those three films put together, but cutting out all the unnecessary junk and just keeping the best parts of those films together into one supercut. If you can find that, check that out instead of the three individual films. So, we'll start off with Gandalf Arrives. This is $13, and it's a licensed theme, keep that in mind. Horse. We've got a horse, we've got... I can't remember who that is, let's find out. Okay, Gandalf the Grey, Wizard Man. We got Frodo Baggins. Yep, Frodo. So the horse is just, it's a horse. So, Gandalf has his walking stick, as he said it was. Well, it's a staff, wizard staff. He's got food, including carrots, some red thing. What is that, intestines? Ew! Why? What is that green thing? There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. A book. I guess that's his diary or something. And the carriage build is done rather nicely, so that's cool. Small, modest build. Shelob attacks. Okay, I'm sorry if I just bastardized that name. So, $20. Who do we got here? Oh, Frodo Baggins. Samwise Gamgee. Or Sam. Yeah. And Gollum with wide eyes. Fuck. Okay, I apologize for that. Yeah, he just looks freaky in Lego form. I think Lego just fucked Gollum back in, when was this released? 2012? Good lord. They made him look really fucking freaky. His eyes are wide, so are mine. Yeah, anyway. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Whoa, big old spider tarantula thing. Alright, so if you know anything from Lord of the Rings, Shelob is this giant fucking tarantula spider thing. And, ooh, it looks like it's got Frodo in a web. And, yeah, so, Gollum is just hiding over there in that structure. There seems to be a little mechanism there, some vines. He's watching the carnage. He's got a fish. He's gonna eat the fish. Either that, he's gonna fuck the fish. Don't fuck fish, that's gross. Sam has a short sword of some sort. And there's some printing on the front of Shelob's face with the eyes. And this is probably the best Lego tarantula build I've seen. It looks incredibly, realistic proportions, even though the back tail-like thing where the stinger is, which I can totally see a stinger, I think. Yeah, it definitely looks a little exaggerated in terms of how big it is, but hey, I guess it's realistic because, hey, Shelob is a giant fucking mythical spider. The legs look, well, this is looking creepy. I mean, just the overall build and aesthetic of this spider build, it looks pretty good. I could totally see this kind of incorporating Shelob into the Bionicle universe. Okay, maybe not. At least this build would probably fit in the mines of Onukoro, or some other land in the Matoran universe. Oops. So, yeah, I think the spider build is pretty awesome. It's good. Very good. He's even got little pincers, little extra force arms, and he's got a red tongue? What? Okay, then. It's been a long time since I've seen the movie. So, yeah. Okay, so there's that. There's Urukai Army. $30. Urukai. So that's just a random orc. Urukai with a helmet. Nice helmet. Another Urukai, because that's the faction of orcs. I think they're orcs. Helmet and armor. Rohan soldier. He looks pissed off, or he looks worried, or something. He's got some arrows and a helmet. Helmet looks pretty good. And Aomer. I apologize if I pronounced this wrong, but it says in parentheses Aomer Eadig. I mean, at least he has a stylized helmet with gold printing. So, the prints on all of these look amazing. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So the Urukai have their swords. Well, the one has a sword that looks pretty freaking awesome. The one has a spear. There's a couple of ammunition. Actually, the two of them have spears, two of them have swords and shields. There's a couple of bits of ammunition for the giant crossbow thing, which has a little bit of interesting detail. It's a well done giant crossbow sort of thing. I forgot what it's called. Giant crossbow. I'm not going to do the research. Sorry. Gold and green flags in this little castle structure thing with this tiny ass catapult. Weak ass catapult. You see a bit of a torch with fire. Okay, so and there's even a slit down at the bottom of the castle structure with for bow and arrow sniper positions. So that's pretty cool. Overall, I think the Urukai orc guys are interesting, but the main builds are what you go for here. Is that the giant crossbow thing? It looks awesome, and the castle structure is pretty good too. So the minifigs are what you really go for here, but you got to build something with them. So there you go. Let's see. Attack on Weathertop. So we get $60 fucking. Mariadoc Brandybuck? Okay, I am reading weird names, but hey. Aragorn. Okay, so that's Aragorn. Ringwraith Nazgul. Okay, his name is Nazgul. He has no face. He's faceless. Faceless enemy. And Frodo Baggins. Bag, teabag. Okay, so we've got the Wraith, Nazgul and his sword on a black horse with a saddle. Aragorn has his sword and a torch. He's going down a stairwell. I can't remember his name, but he's cooking up something, turkey legs and carrots and apples, and there's foliage here and there. This rock structure is pretty good. There's another Nazgul. There's two Nazgul. What the fuck? Okay then. I guess he cloned himself. But this rock structure is pretty good. I like it. Frodo is trying to fight the faceless enemy. And we have some foliage over in the back over here with a small rock structure. Okay, this is pretty good of a set, I'd say. I don't know why there's two of Nazgul, but, where is he? Yeah, Ringwraith. There's two Ringwraiths in this, it's been a while since I last saw the Fellowship of the Ring. Very long time, actually. I watched it with my dad, and, I'm sure he would be able to tell me about the ring wraiths, so, yeah. The Mines of Moria. $80. No. Skeleton. Moria Orc. Orc. Right. Ugh, it's creepy. Peregrine Took, or Pippin. Gimli. Gimli, he's funny. Eyelids. He's got his helmet on, he's got that beard. Wow. Boromir, okay. His hair color is exaggerated, I think, but whatever. And Legolas, okay, elf guy. So, all of these look pretty good, but there's one more. Cave Troll! Big freaking guy. The big fig. And he's a big old troll. He's trolling people on, I don't know, YouTube comments. I just laugh at the troll comments I get sometimes because they're just ridiculous. Okay, so there's torches here and there. There's some skulls. There's random weapons here and there. There's a small little structure with a book in front of it. Gimli is standing on top of it with his axe. And my axe! The troll's got a big old hammer weapon thing. He's got chains on him. The orc has a golden axe of some sort. There's all kinds of stuff scattered around. There's torches. There's a door entrance over here. The main structure, there's a door as well, but there's hieroglyphs. Legolas has his bow and arrow. There's another crystal and another crystal over here where the skeleton is rising from the tomb. There's a little gimmick you can do there. There's a bone, random bone. There's a treasure chest down below, and there are more hieroglyphs. There's a barrel with a pickaxe. And there's a suggestion of a falling tower sort of thing. Not tower, whatever that is. Column. So, okay, so this is a pretty impressive set. The inclusion of the troll just makes me laugh. But, it's part of the film, so... Which film, though? I can't remember. The Fellowship of the Ring, of course. So, yeah. This is pretty good. Looks like Boromir is fighting a orc with a sword. Very nice looking sword, I think. Okay, the Battle of Helm's Deep. Deep. Creeps from the deep. No, that's Bionicle. $130. So what do we got? Uruk-hai helmet. Uruk-hai helmet and armor. Gimli with eyelids again, with that beard. Aragorn. Uruk-hai Berserker. What the fuck is this guy's face? He's got dead fish eyes going on. Wow. I mean, I get it. He's got... I mean, he's supposed to be... this is supposed to representing the character from the movie, The Two Towers, but yeah. Haldir, another elf character. And King Theoden. Stylized armor and helmet. Nice. I like the printing on this. It's very detailed. Okay, so what we got here? Gold and green flags and torches all around. There's a ladder. There's a tower. There's a some walls. Slits for sniper arrow positions. There's a walkway that leads to the main entrance of the castle-looking thing of Helm's Deep. There is suggestion of water over to this one side with what looks to be an entrance to go down into there. I don't know, but there's a fucking weak-ass catapult up there, a tiny little thing. I have one of them. Yeah. I don't know what this whole brown mass is above the... actually, that might be a gate thing of some sort. Like it curls down and so crushes whoever is underneath it. And each character has their weapons. So this is pretty good, I think. So let's move on. The Orc Forge. So this is $40. And got another Uruk-hai, Mordor Orc. Mordor Orc with no hair. He doesn't even have the ears either. What the hell? And Lurtz. Okay, this guy's got some printing on his abdomen, torso area. He looks angry and pissed off about something. So, okay, so the forge is interesting. You have this one orc forging a sword, crudely, I mean. There's a small little build off to the one side. There's a ton of armor, random junk here and there. There's torches. There's a wheel sort of thing which holds up this bucket. It's hooked. The structure itself is built up rather well. There's some fire to cook stuff or for cool the blades. There's a ramp that goes down into a black pot of some sort. Yeah, overall this looks pretty good too. I mean, I like the rock structure that this is sitting on top of. It's very well balanced and well put together. Yeah, no complaints here. Tower of Orthanc. $200, no. Urukai, Mordor Orc, Grima Wormtongue. I don't remember this character. Huh. Gandalf the Grey. Without his hat. And Saruman. One of the main bad guys in the film, so... And he does look kind of angry about something. Yeah. That fucking brick separator always gets me every time I see one of these sets. Let go! Alright, so there seems to be like a vulture build of some sort. I don't know. But it's a giant bird with wings. And it looks like there's a tree? Is that a tree? I think it's a tree. I can't see it very well because this image is not large enough. Yeah, I don't know what else to call that, but there's a fuck ton of weapons and armor and other sort of extra goodies. But the tower itself is where things get interesting. So it's got those 4 giant prongs up at top, and there's all sorts of spikes and stuff, and there's a stairway that goes into the tower. And, yeah, it's sculpted rather well, actually. I think this is a decent representation of the tower from the movie, so from the 2 towers. But, that leads me to ask, what's the other tower from the 2 towers? Because we got the Tower of Orthanc. What's the other tower? That's not going to tell me. Well, fuck you too, Brickset. Frodo with cooking corner. Okay, so this is a polybag. Frodo's got a golden cup in his hand. And he's cooking a hot dog. Why don't you put that hot dog up your ass? Without lube. And there's a fire underneath this cooking structure. It looks like there's some sort of... I don't know what that is. There's some flowers. There's some small build. It's like a table with a barrel on it. I don't know what to call that. Or maybe it's a keg for beer. Yeah. Yeah, decent polybag. I don't know why the hot dog is there. Again, you can take that hot dog and put it up your ass. No lube. Urukai with ballista. That's what it is. Okay, I completely fucking forgot what the ballista was. Basically, a ballista is a giant crossbow on wheels. So, to put it in simpler terms, you know. And it was $4 when it came out. So we got an Urukai minifig. And it's a small-ass ballista, too. It's tiny. But it shoots a flick-fire missile. And it's got those grayish, what are those? Exoforce arms, so cool. He's got a weapon. He's got his armor and a helmet. Cool. The wizard battle. Goddamn fucking brick separator, Lego. I swear to Christ. Saruman. He's got 2 faces. And he's the white wizard. To where Gandalf is the Grey Wizard. So, yeah, so... Okay, so there's a second minifig? Oh, it's Gandalf the Grey without his cape. What the hell? What happened? Okay, so the 2 wizards are fighting each other. There's Saruman's throne. I don't remember if Saruman was the main bad guy or not. It could have been the The one character on the black horse, I don't remember. But the two wizards are in a duel. There's a glass ball of wizardry. And if I recall, I don't mean to spoil anything for y'all, but if I recall, Saruman does die in one of the movies. I can't remember if it was The Two Towers or if it was Return of the King. I'm pretty sure it was Return of the King, but I could be wrong. There's a couple of lights fixtures. The throne itself looks pretty good. Nothing to complain about, honestly. The platform that it's on is pretty good too. It's just that brick separator is pissing me the fuck off. The Council of Elrond. Okay, so $30. We got Gimli, Elrond, elf character. Cool. Arwen, female elf character. She looks nice. Sand blue dress. That looks nice. And Frodo Baggins. Fuck that goddamn brick separator Lego. So, each character except for Arwen have their respective weapons. Gimli has his axe. Frodo has a sword. There's also a bow and arrow. And a small little tiny thing. What the fuck is that? A small little clear assembly of bricks? Okay, hold on. Who's the other character? Elrond has a golden weapon of some sort. And the structure itself, well, there's a lot of gold and a lot of color distribution going on here. There seems to be burnt trees. There seems to be a table. There's some chairs, foliage. Yeah, this looks pretty damn good. I think it's a nice build, and it looks wonderful. I must say. I have to say the roof of this one section has a nice color distribution. You got like peach, you got like nougat, you've got some other color, you've got olive. Yeah, I have to commend LEGO for their dedication to having as many colors in their color palette as possible. So, that's amazing. More colors, please. Thank you. Battle at the Black Gate. Alright, so we have $60. Mordor Orc. Gandalf the White. What? When did he turn white? I don't know. Mouth of Sauron. Oh, that's right. We've got this evil character with his strange crown. This is the guy I was talking about. I don't know if this is the main villain or if it was Saruman that was main villain. I don't remember. But this is the Mouth of Sauron. I don't remember what Sauron was, but another Mordor Orc and Aragorn, who has an outfit change, so okay. There is a hawk-like thing, a big bird. Each character has a weapon. Is that a skeleton? No, that's Gandalf the White. So Gandalf cleaned up his image, I guess, and turned into Gandalf the White. There's that fucking brick separator. There's a horse. That's where the Mouth of Sauron perches. There's a barrel. There's some spears. There's a bottle for beer or something, or alcohol. There's a skull. Is that a skull? I can't tell. There's a little ingot piece, I guess, and then there's something. The Black Gate itself, there's a little tower structure that it's attached to with some fire, spikes everywhere. This looks edgy, literally edgy, and not in the, it's, there are a lot of edges on here, a lot of sharp edges. It looks like it would hurt if you got impaled on those spikes, like really. I think that's what happened to Saruman. He got impaled. Yeah, he died. So, there you go. Pirate ship ambush. What? I didn't know there was a pirate ship in, I didn't know there were pirates in general in Lord of the Rings. What the fuck? Oh, this was, the Return of the King. Okay, so we're now in 2013. Okay, so we've got... it's not going to tell me who the minifigs are. Fuck you, Brookset. if you're watching this and you are a moderator on Brickset, fix this shit. $100. And that brick separator is trash. Just, yeah. There's a catapult, or is that a ballista? I don't remember. Each character has a weapon. I can't tell you what characters these are, but it looks like Aragorn and Gimli are on here. I can't tell you officially what characters these are because Brickset won't tell me themselves. There looks to be an anchor that's coming off the starboard, or is that axe? There's some spears, some bottles of alcohol, there's some keys, a crossbow, and some other random bits and bobs, but the ship is the star of the show. The ship looks pretty damn good for a pirate ship in the Lord of the Rings. It's got little wings on the back that are like dragon wings of some sort, and those are being used for the back of the ship. And the sails look pretty nice. Overall, I think there's a lot of detail here that I can't possibly go over in this one video, but it's a nice set. I like it. So there you go. Cool. Okay, so we've got polybags. Elrond. $0.00. Okay, short cape. Okay. Oh, he's got an alternate face and it looks pissed as hell. Pissed as hell. This did not have any... This did not... What? This didn't sell at all? Oh, it's free, that's why. So he's got his sword staff thing. It's a golden weapon. Pretty cool looking. And, oh, sword. Sword, it's just sword. Promotional, 2012. Packaging, none. Loose parts. Oh, okay. $6. Promotional, available, blah, 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 blah. Build a sword to protect you and your journey for the ring. Okay. Okay, so basically, it's a sword. Yeah, it's a sword. There's no getting around, it's a fucking sword. So you got the pommel, you got the grip, you got this long fucking, Technic axle, and basically you just put a fuck ton of these brown and light gray, or silver, could be both, cylindrical pieces, but they're like this short and they're cylindrical. It's a 2x2 cylindrical piece, and then there's a 2x8 plate with a hole in it in the center with a couple of slope bricks for the I forgot what that is, and a cone piece for the tip. Okay, so this is it's useless as a sword, but okay, it's a nice little promo. I can't really complain. So that's all it is a promo, and that's it. That's it for Lord of the Rings stuff from 2012 to 2013. And yeah, while I don't think my father would buy any of this because it's too expensive now, there was still some Lord of the Rings sets that were being released. Even after this was canceled, there was a few sets. There was the Nook thing that we talked about the other day. In the icons, there's several icon sets. There's Rivendell, obviously. Lovely set, I must say. The Balrog Nook set is pretty nice too. It's too expensive for what it is, but hey. And I think there's another set that I can't remember the name of. It was a dragon sort of build. I can't remember. But the dragon build is pretty nice, so. Overall, what do we have to say about the Lord of the Rings Lego from 2012 to 2013? If you love Lord of the Rings as much as you think you do, and you want Lego versions of your favorite characters, by all means, buy these sets. However, watch out, because these are incredibly, like, they're too expensive nowadays, and as a result, they're hard to get for a decent price. So, be prepared to spend a lot of money. I mean, if you have to, buy one at a time. I think my favorite here would have to be the Shield Attacks, because that spider is just so freaking good. It's creepy crawly, it's well designed, it's just good. I like this spider. I would incorporate this into Bionicle myself, but hey, so... And that golem is just freaky. They fucked golem hard. As far as the actual builds in terms of the structures, I don't know if I have a favorite of those. Yeah, I don't have a favorite. I think they all have something to offer. Probably that pirate ship. That ship looks amazing. Yeah, and the two promos are, well, kind of worthless, but they're nice to have every now and then. Especially since you do get Elrond eventually in a set, in the Council of Elrond set, but it's different, so justifies getting both, I guess. So, well, yeah, Shield Attacks is definitely my favorite set because the spider is good build. So, Lego Lord of the Rings. Good idea. Definitely helped Lego to rake in some cash and capitalize on the success of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. And there were some Hobbit sets that were released too. We'll take a look at those next, I think, so. But for now, I think we're done with this video, so if you like Lord of the Rings and you want these sets, by all means buy them. But be prepared to spend a lot. And that's it. Let me know what you think about these sets in the comment section below. Stay tuned for more videos. I'm TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks. Have a good fucking day, and peace.